Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have an identical version of yourself? Cloning is a process that could one day make this possible. In 1997, scientists cloned the first ever sheep, named Dolly the sheep. According to the article, First Animal Clone and Its Implications, Dolly was cloned in Edinburgh, Scotland by Ian Wilmot with the Roslin Institute. Dolly spent her whole entire lifetime here, where she actually was able to have visitors from the public. Dolly lived to be 6 years of age. Although that is shorter than most lifespan of her breed of sheep, she did live a pretty normal life. During her lifespan, she gave birth to 6 lambs, just like any other lamb would. According to the article, Animal Breeding and Age of Biotechnology, during her 6th year of life, she developed a pulmonary disease that is actually very common in Dolly's breed of sheep. This did lead to her death. After her death, they preserved her body and donated her to the National Museum of Scotland, where she still presides today. Dolly was cloned using mammary cells. A clone is an organism developed from a single cell isolated from another organism. So in Dolly's case, they took the cell from a pregnant ewe's udder, which is shown here, and then of course a offspring cannot be created with just one cell, so then they had to take a cell from an adult female sheep and remove the nucleus from it. These 2 cells were then fused by an electric shock in a process called nucleation. After nucleation took place, the cell will then divide normally and create an embryo. This embryo is then placed into the surrogate mother, where the embryo will begin to develop normally, and in this case, it produced Dolly, a cloned lamb. It actually took about 277 cells before one actually took and created the embryo. Because of all of these advances in cloning and information from Dolly, many believe that this could be used to clone humans. According to the article, Cloning Special, Dolly a Decade On, many believe that cloned humans would be the next big thing. Researchers have found that we may be able to clone humans using embryonic stem cells in a similar process to how Ian Wilmot did with Dolly. While there is an ethical debate about cloning humans, researchers do believe that the advances in cloning could one day be used as medical research to help families in the future. Say if they can't have a child, or if there are just any implications, this could one day help them. Because of the research done, there have been many advances in other animal cloning. Since Dolly, there have been a lot of other cloned animals, such as pigs. These pigs are then used for medical research. Not only pigs, they have also used other types of animals to do research on. Scientists do believe that if they could create an identical herd of cattle, it would greatly improve the process of producing milk and meat. They have also used cloning to try and preserve endangered species. This is not yet a proven method, but they are still doing research on it. Because of all the research done with Dolly, there have been many advances and other progressions within this field of study. Today, scientists and researchers continue to use this information to help them in aiding in improvement of human health.